We are back in the music room with Jennifer Savage Hurley. What a great set of music you did for us tonight.
Thank you
for pouring your heart out and sharing with us. We really enjoyed it. So when did you start this journey?
Well, I wrote my first poem when I was 12, but it was really when I was 19 is when I really got involved in music. I wrote several songs back then, real kiddish, hey baby kind of stuff.
Gotta start somewhere, right?
Gotta start somewhere. I was very much into like Frente, but like college pop kind of music sound, and of course, all girls loved Debbie Gibson and Carol. I loved Carole King and Joni Mitchell and all the oldies, Joan Baez and Janis Joplin. My daddy raised me right on that. But,
of course.
But I still got my like Whitney Houston and like
oh yeah,
Debbie Gibson and Locomotion. But yeah, so really 19 is when I got my first guitar. It was a loaner from a roommate of mine. When her boyfriend, it was a guy who wanted to be her boyfriend, and it didn't work out. So 6 months later, he took the guitar back. But
you enjoyed it while you had it for 6 months.
I had that jazz band for 6 months, and I learned a lot. My first song I learned, I couldn't sing it when I played it, but my first song was Eleanor Rigby. So that was the first one. I had this huge Beatles book.
Yeah.
And my Uncle Lauren had like this huge Beatles thing. So I would just, that would be my evening. It was just going through every one of those Beatles albums that he had.
Good choice.
Yeah. Yeah, clearly, yeah. But then, of course, there's Laura Nyro is one of my favorites. Stone Soul Picnic. I don't know if you've ever heard that one.
I haven't.
Stone Soul. Yeah, she's fun. Just different. I just wanted my sound to be a little different compared to what other people had.
Well, that makes you stand out.
Yeah, it does. It does. And then I realized I didn't care what anybody else thinks anymore about my music. I'm just going to do it for me. Yeah. Because I needed it. Because, I don't know if everybody, I think at some point or some time, a lot of people have hard childhoods. They grow up and there's struggle and there's stress,
Right.
My mom was bipolar. My dad wasn't in the best place when I was a little girl. So I used my writing as solace for that. And, thank goodness for my grandma Betty and my grandpa Jack, because when I was 11, they had a Christian bookstore in downtown where we live now. And I worked there from age 12 to 17. And so my grandma and grandpa are they were like my parents.
Right.
My dad was more like a brother and my mom was more like a sister, and which is okay. And now they're more like mom and dad, but still. Although my mom is on TikTok,
Oh, there you go.
She's feisty and funny. But, you have to have some sort of solace. You have to find some way, some outlet. And I think some of the best musicians really do find those hard times and they feed on that. And then that helps them create music.
Sure.
And, and I think as long as you're doing it for you, that's really the most important thing is, and then if it resonates with other people, that's great too.
Yeah. It's very cathartic. It's kind of, don't go to a therapist, just write music. That's the best thing. And it's a whole lot cheaper.
Yes, it is. Save some money.
I know you had mentioned before you were born and raised in Arlington, Texas, still there. Married your husband, Mr. Hurley, and you had 2 children.
Yep.
And you were mom for a long time, and you felt like you'd lost yourself. Did you still continue with your music, even though you were having so many different parts to play, like mom and wife and all that?
Well, I think from not like now at all. Like I was not touring. I was not. We tried a band. It didn't work. It was just too.
Who's the we?
So Kevin, my husband, he would play banjo and sometimes bass, and we had several other friends that were musicians. We tried to get a band together, but it just didn't work.
It's so hard.
Yeah, and I had little kids that I was always on my focus, and too much partying, and I didn't want that, and I wanted to be very serious with what we were creating, and it just wasn't working. Yeah. So I just kind of was like, I give up. At that time, and I was like, I give up. I'm just going to be mom. I'm just going to live my life through my kids and see what happens. And, well,
They grew up.
They're 19 and 24 now.
Yeah. So
Mom is free to roam about the country.
You get to do what you want again. Yeah. And obviously your husband's very supportive of what you do.
He's working on it. You know, any type of... I think that when he signed up for this 6 years ago, he didn't know what he signed up for. He didn't expect the late nights. He didn't expect, you know, the load in and load out times and the networking that is involved in music. Music isn't just getting out there. If you want your music to be heard, you know, it's not just a matter of like sitting down and playing in a bar. It's going to other people's shows and supporting them and promoting them in the same way. And then, you know, that one of the best ways that I get gigs is a friend of mine's like, hey man, I can't do this gig today. Can you do it? You know, and if I'd have never networked with that person, that would have never happened for me, you know? Right. So music is really a huge, huge community that people
very
can
much is.
feed on and at the same time also make you feel very creative, you know?
Right.
But Kevin's introverted. He doesn't go out a whole lot unless I'm like twist his arm, push him out the door. Come on, you know? Which is fine, you know. Everybody's different in their own way, and I understand it.
Yeah.
And but it does make difficulties in a marriage, music, and being out like that all the time. It really is a struggle, and you know we're forging our way through. We still love each other very much, and so you know, in the end, I'll be there, like my song says, till eternity. So
right. Now you mentioned you support other artists, which is great. You do a stockyard residency. Can you explain a little bit about that?
Well, so Side Saddle Saloon, right around the corner from Tannehill's in the Stockyards. Since June, a couple times a month I come out there, and I do a song swap, and I have a different artist with me every time. So, like, I'll do a song, they'll do a song, back and forth, and it's a lot of fun. And I'm trying to introduce artists that aren't normally out there in the Stockyards so that they can get a little bit of recognition, and hopefully they'll pull some people in and maybe start booking some gigs in the Stockyards too, because I think people get tired of seeing the same stuff all the time.
I'm sure, yeah.
It helps with recognition for them.
Yeah. Very cool. And you also head up some kind of a song swap. Is that the same thing?
So it's not a song swap really anymore. It used to be. Billy Ratcliffe, who's done Side Saddle with me, and he's been hosting it. He's signing off. He wants his Sundays. So, and I understand that, but I live a hop, skip, and a jump away. And we're going to change the platform to a 2-hour platform with one artist, so they'll get paid a little bit more than what they were getting before. And trying to introduce Arlington to some new musicians, too, because they're really... Arlington is very cliquey with their music.
I lived in Arlington
so you know
for a long, long time.
So you know them.
Yes.
You know all the people. So really getting your foot in the door is kind of tough in Arlington. And if you do it, then you found the right person and surprised them.
Yeah.
And so I'm hoping that I can open this door for Truth Vinyl so that they're making some money during these and boost some popularity there and get some people out there for it. So it won't necessarily be me performing, but it'll be me bringing my network in.
Yeah. Well, that's great. That's great that you're doing that too. You will, you put it out there, it comes back multiplied, they say. So
I think so too.
Yes.
And I get to watch and be like, I want you to play guitar on my next album, and I want you to sing harmony on my next album. And guess what, buddy? You got bass, you know?
Right. Now, you had talked about an album that you had done that was released in April of 25, right?
Yeah, 2025, April 11.
What's it called?
It's called For the Birds.
For the Birds.
Yeah,
okay.
It's a concept album about walking in my brain, in my mind, in the garden. You know, it starts out light and sweet and full of flowers and trees and the sun, and then
kaboom.
And you're sitting there and you're like, what is life? You know? Goes into reincarnation, goes into all kinds of weird stuff. I'm all over the place in it, but that's my brain. And it's actually part one of a 2-part compilation. So you're just now taking the journey. So this journey is kind of like, but at the end of it, I get a little angry in the front of it, but then I take you back up and we come in strength and empowerment. So it's kind of like a full meditation. You know, you've gone to the depths and the dark dredges. you got mad about it, but you came out of it stronger than where you were, because anytime you're in a garden and you're meditating, you always come out better, right? So I would hope.
I hope so. Yeah, yeah. You've got an interesting brain. You do. You really do. You said that you're also working. You do a lot of touring in Texas. Mm-hmm. Is it mainly the north part of Texas or just all over?
So Dallas, Fort Worth. I play in Dallas. I play in Fort Worth. I play Arlington. I've played Crazy Water. I really expand out, and even Oklahoma is now starting to really take to us. I do a lot. Medicine Park. I played Beavers Bend, Hochtown area. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm really trying to expand and push, and I'm really hoping I can get Flagstaff. I'm trying to book some stuff in Flagstaff so that I can push a West Coast tour.
Yeah,
and then after that, maybe an East Coast tour. So
there you go. You had in talking to you earlier, you had said that your husband and yourself kind of are collectors per se of really cool older retro RVs. You've got a cool retro car.
Yeah.
You know, you got a Victorian 1800 and something Victorian homes. And you name everything, even your instruments.
Yeah, I do. So this is Gertrude, and my ukulele behind me is Greta. Uh-huh. So they're my two ladies that go with me everywhere I go.
Okay. All right. And they can be counted on.
Well, Gertrude's a little persnickety, but...
What kind of a guitar is that?
It's a Cordoba.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was looking at the headstock, and I couldn't figure out what it was. I'd never seen it.
Yeah, it's a Cordoba. So I've fixed her like 4 or 5 times, and I was on... I had a show, Blue Bayou, in Newark, Texas, with a friend of mine named Troy Williams. Love that guy. He's so fun. And I broke a D string. Very first song. I'd never changed a D string on it. I'd always had somebody like change the strings for me, so I didn't have to.
Right.
So I was getting ready to go to look at Uncle YouTube, and then I was like, you know what? I think I could figure this out. So I did it in 5 minutes. I couldn't even believe it.
Oh, wow.
Like, all right, moving on.
True musician here.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
No doubt. So, what are your plans? Let's say, where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Well, I'd love to be on a big national stage, opening for a big band somewhere. Mm-hmm. I'll take what I can get. You know, maybe I'll just still be doing the bars out there, because I do it it's my passion. I mean,
right.
When you're a musician and you feel it, and it's part of your heart, it's part of your soul. Yeah. And you can't just give it up. You can't just, that's like ripping out your heart. It's impossible. Right. Once you've been doing it, and once you get that experience, and you know, you meet the people, and I love meeting the people and getting to hear their stories, and people watch some of the funniest stories, people watching, just watching what they do, you know. But the travel, I love the travel. I've always wanted to travel ever since I was a little girl, you know, so if I have an opportunity to hit festivals and travel, I'm going to do that. You know, so long as my boss lets me.
Right. Yeah, we have that.
Yeah.
That 8 to 5 job to pay the bills so you can do this.
Exactly.
For now.
You have to have
that. It could change.
For now. Maybe I'll make enough money where it'll be fine.
Have you looked into, like, Kerrville Folk Festival?
I've been to Kerrville a couple times. It was a funny story. Remind me one day on a drink. But I've been to Kerrville. There's a certain connection in Kerrville that I don't know. Mm-hmm. And so being able to network with Kerrville, I'm hitting all the local festivals first, you know, trying to hit up Parker County and like the, you know, whatever's here and close. There's so much happening in DFW right now that I'm booked every weekend until almost May. So sometimes 3 shows, you know. So I'm actually taking my first weekend off, kind of, sort of, going to a festival with my friend Sunshine Emery, which is a new band that we're putting together. It's called the Savage Sunshine Band. Oh, wow. And it's got Andy Weaver and Tyrell Choate, Jack Martinez, Sunshine Emery, and myself, and we're doing a lot of, we do a blend of covers, we do a blend of her originals and my originals. So
oh, wow.
we're pulling it all in together. There's a real fun Tennessee Whiskey, Etta James, Rather Go Blind medley that we do.
Oh, wow.
It's really fun. And
sounds like it.
yeah, and so that's going to be an interesting one. There's some Stevie Nicks in there, and of course Janice.
Yeah. Your voice, I will say, you have a fabulous voice, and I could hear you doing so many different types of music, you know, the Janice, the blues, all of that. You're really, definitely your voice is made for that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I that's one of the things that I wanted to do on my album. I didn't want to have like a certain, like, nobody puts Jenny in a box.
Right. I gotcha.
And I wanted each song to kind of have its own flavor, its own flair. And by doing that, it was kind of smart because the playlists, you know, like I have a country song. Blue Jay is very country. Mm-hmm. You know, Day Trip is very more bossa nova, calypso kind of, you know, that very, it's got the Spanish guitar that rolls through it. In This Life I Once Knew is very ethereal, so it captures the ambient new wave age kind of sound. And, you know, by doing that, one of the ways that you get plays is by tapping into those playlists.
Right.
So if you can do it by genre and you have one album that has all these different genres.
Right, you reach more people.
Exactly.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. Well, I look forward to hearing more and seeing what you do down line and hearing more about this band. See, hopefully you can keep this one together for a while.
I think we will.
Yeah.
You know, this one is born from professionals.
Good.
You know, it's not just a bunch of buddies getting together to play at night, you know.
Yeah.
And even still, Blaming Grace, we tried it, even though it was like every other week we got together, maybe.
Yeah.
We tried it for 5 years.
Oh, wow.
It just didn't. It
Yeah.
just never took off. It's like I think we did 3 shows in
Oh,
5
wow.
years.
Yeah, no,
it was just
time
a
to
party.
go on that one,
It was a
yeah.
party band, and I couldn't do it anymore. And although my friend Summer and we had a lot of fun.
Good.
making music together, because
Yeah.
she was so talented. Like, she played mandolin, and she had her songs, and I had mine, and we really did a great job kind of
Yeah.
getting together and collabing just a little bit for a few months after it.
Let me ask you, are your kids musical, or are they writing, or?
They could be if they wanted to, but
Yeah.
they're like, Mom, that's way too much work. You know,
Oh, good
they're just
grief.
not interested. Like, Ryan plays the fiddle, and my son Aaron can sing with the highest pitch crystal bell tone. Viking 6'3" child singing like he's a choir boy.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
And you just can't get them to do it.
They're not interested.
No.
No.
Oh, well, you know.
What are you gonna do?
That's true. Let Mom do it.
That's right. They brag about me, so
That's
there's
good.
that.
That's good. It's been a pleasure, Jennifer, and I hope that you come back and do another show with us sometime. And
I would love that.
We'll catch you down the road.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having us here, and thank you for what you do for musicians too. It doesn't go unnoticed. I think a lot of people recognize and appreciate what this space does for artists. And
Oh, well, thank you for saying that.
So thank you.
Thank you so much. Everybody, keep tuning in. You are in the music room.